It's 3 years since your last record, so it's quite a long time, I suppose.
Yeah, it's a long time, but I guess that's how we got used to work, and it always depends on what's happening regarding touring and so on when you release an album. And with Under the Red Cloud, we played a lot of tours and shows. I think in 2 years it's over 200 shows, so that was a lot of work in, but we didn't really have any breakoffs in between, so we started to work with new material and with the new album pretty soon after we finished the touring.
I've heard this record twice, and for me, the most important is melody. Do you agree or not?
Yeah, of course, melodies are really important in Amorphis, and it's kind of a trademark for us. And but I think the melodies we have, they are quite unique because they are kind of sad and melancholic, and not just typical metal melodies. But yeah, if you listen to the songs, there is always something happening. It could be keyboards or lead guitar or vocals, but I think if you listen it only once, you miss so much things. You have
Only
to
twice.
yeah, yeah. So you have to listen it
It's quite new.
many times. Yeah, and yeah, it's quite challenging album. It's a long album. There is only 10 songs, but the songs are quite long one, and you really need to concentrate and give a proper time and space for this album. But in the end, I think it's gonna be a great one if you just give a proper time.
I want to ask you about song number 3, it's, Daughter of Hate, I
Yeah.
suppose, because some parts of the lyrics I cannot understand.
Yeah,
Can you
okay.
explain me what about is it?
Yeah, actually, this is the first time we have our lyricist Pekka Kainulainen who writes all the lyrics for us, and this time he's doing some lines in Finnish. So we wanted to put.
Why is it so?
Well, we wanted to have. There was a certain part of the song, and it needed something, and the first plan was to use my voice, like I was just speaking English there, the lines from the song, but it felt a little bit boring, and when I'm trying to speak like English gentleman, it sounds like stupid, you know. So we wanted to have something more, and then we came up with this idea to use Pekka's voice, and it's a really beautiful and emotional moment when he's speaking his own lines in Finnish, and of course, if you are not understanding what he's talking about,
No, sorry.
yeah.
I'm trying to get you
yeah,
know, the
of
knowledge,
course.
but
But I can
learn the language.
I can tell that they are
I need 4 years.
yeah. They're just lines from the song in Finnish, and really powerful lines. And yeah, I think it feels a little bit like listening some ancient story or something like this. And you can hear from Pekka's voice that he's really not old guy, but you can hear his life experience from his voice, and it's deep and beautiful voice.
Is the new album one step further than the last long play, Under the Red Cloud? So you find some connections between these two albums. This, something like natural development for you?
Well, yes and no. Of course, there are some things that are same with the Under the Red Cloud, like producer Jens Bogren. We worked with him with Under the Red Cloud, and we recorded everything in Sweden. But if you're listening to the album, I think it surprises you a little bit because we have lots of new sounds and stuff here and there. But the basic idea is just 6 guys playing heavy metal, and that's the thing. And our producer put some extra things here and there, and it sounds massive after his magic.
When you listen to the album, sometimes you find that the moments you come back many times. And for me, the song number 7, it's We Are Cursed. It's really great. And I would like to ask you, because I like this song very much, how it happened to you put it on the record, when it came to the life and so on. A short history of this song.
I don't remember how the song goes.
Too much whiskey.
No.
Too much information.
But usually we just have just with this one, when we started, we had like 17 or 18 songs, and I think we treat all the songs as equal when we start to work with the album. So we just arrange things together, and I think that was the case with that one also. That particular song.
Yeah, it's like it's really hard to tell because the other songs, as Tommy said, are very equal level when we start to work, and yeah, like on this album, Jens pretty much chose the songs we're going to proceed for the album, and yeah, good song.
Yeah,
It's great to hear that. It's great to hear that you picked that one, but because usually it's been totally different songs. So
Yeah.
thank you, man.
Okay, great. Thank you, Owen. Also,
I really like the chorus on that one. It's gonna be really powerful if you play it on stage. It's gonna be like it's easy to scream the lyrics. I mean, the audience like we.
yeah, I think that everyone must learn
Yeah,
also
yeah,
the new album, of course.
Yeah.
But first thing I look at the cover. What do these three worms or insects do on the cover of the long play?
Yeah, it's the bees, they're not worms. But,
Yeah. Right.
and then we work with the same cover artist, Valnoir, French artist who did the cover for Under the Red Cloud. And we really like his style. He is the sort of artist that really can pick our themes and our lyrics into the cover art. So yeah, it was a great thing to work with him again, and it is really like eye-catchy cover art with a lot of symmetric elements in there. But it's a skull made with the bees.
Yeah.
Zzz.
I know. Yeah. Okay. We have also come back to the band.
Yeah.
So after 18 years.
Yes, around.
something-
Yeah.
How
yeah.
it happens?
Well, unfortunately, Niklas, our previous bass player, decided to leave the band after 17 years or so, and it was sad. There was like nothing.
And I jumped in.
Yeah, he jumped in, but about the Niklas, of course, I think it's fair to say a couple of words because he was important part of the band for such a long time. So, but it was his like personal decision to leave the band, but nothing like dramatic, and he's already building up a new band with the old hymn keyboard guitar player Linde and Gas Lipstick, the old hymn drum player. So yeah, definitely that's an interesting band to people to check out. But yeah, Olli-Pekka, that was a great thing. He was probably the only guy that we had in our minds to ask to replace Niklas. And first when he came in, we agreed that he just do the summer festival shows and the rest of the touring for Under the Red Cloud. But yeah, pretty easily we realized that it's probably better if he joins the band. and it wasn't easy choice for him because during these 17, 18 years, he's got a like real job, and there was a lot of thinking about if he wants to jump into this Amorphis camp again.
Okay. Some simple information for Polish fans of Amorphis. Will you play live here, maybe in bright future, or is it tour dates not announced yet for Europe?
Well, we are waiting the summer, and we have. Well, it's not a tour, but the whole summer we are playing around Europe, some festivals, and then we have a small trip to Japan. We play 2 shows there, and after the summer festival season, we go to North America. We're gonna do a tour with Dark Tranquility and Moonspell and Omnium Catherine from Finland, and after that, there's gonna be some dates in Finland, and in the end of the year, we're going to do our first leg of European tour, and we're going to play all the big cities in Europe. So, but we don't have any dates or cities yet. So I'm sorry.
Time will tell.
It would be it would be great to come here because we have always been. It's been great to play here.
Tell me a little bit about working on this record. Was it difficult? Very difficult? How you feel after work?
Well,
playing?
of course, I guess we all feel really relieved at the moment when the album is finished and mixed, and now we just wait it to be released. But I guess the writing process was pretty normal. What's always with Amorphis case, we write songs at our homes, then we start to send the home demos to each other, and see from there, if there are like potential songs and Jens, our producer, was involved in this part as well. We sent all the demos to him, and he sort of picked up the pearls, and he had a vision about about the songs that we probably should start to work out with more. And yeah, that was the case. Then Tommy worked with Pekka Kainulainen, our lyricist, very closely about the lyrics, and then Tommy worked with Jonas Olsson, one Finnish producer, co-producer. They started to work with the vocal lines for the album. So a lot of work.
Yeah, I just counted. I worked like maybe over 30 days, not in a row, but still, that's a big amount of days. And I recorded all the final things in Örebro in Sweden with Jens Bokeren, and well, it's a hard work, but I think it's part of the deal. Nothing comes easily, you have to suffer a little bit for art. That's the thing. But yeah, this was second time with Jens Bokeren, and we already knew his methods, and we knew that he really knows what he wants, and he also knows the ways to get to final results, and it's great to have this kind of person who makes the final decision and sees the big picture of the album better. It's good to have like outsider during this recording session, because there is so many opinions. There is 6 guys in a band, and everyone has their own favorites and stuff like this. So it's great to have one captain, so to speak.
Last but not the least question, not connected to the music. You come from Finland. How to handle with this fucking winter, because it lasts for half of a year.
Well, you probably don't know, but we are just voted the happiest country of the whole world.
Really?
Yeah.
Because of the winter?
Well, I don't know. It sounds weird to us as well. We don't keep ourselves that happy. But if it's if someone investigated and did some more deeper searching for that, probably we are.
It's easier to find the happiness in winter.
But I don't like. I do like winter when it's snowing and when it's enough snow to go to ski and all that. But all that in between, waiting for, I guess same thing in Poland, waiting for the summer. The weather is like there and a bit wetty and blah.
You know which nation is most unhappy in Europe?
I think it's Finland.
Hungary.
Hungary?
Yeah.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Of course.
Yeah.
We don't know why they are the most happiest, they are the most saddest. Okay. It doesn't matter.
I would imagine it would be like versus vice.
You must play for Hungarians, so the happy people will find
we
the
play
sad ones, and everything will be okay.
We play quite a lot in Hungary, and I think we all only see the happy faces there.